Today, for instance, the Mozart was a discovery. It was extraordinary what Sergei did. It was the best Mozart I've ever played with someone.
Really?
Yes.
With Marta, I felt that God was present. Really, I felt I am in touch with divine.
For me, it was a discovery to play this sonata with him.
That's a huge compliment for me. You should realize that Marta Argerich, since the moment I heard her first time with Chopin Concerto No. 1 and Abbado when I was 15 or 14, it was one of those instant when you fall in love with someone and you never met the person, but you know that somehow you have hope that in the future you might be able to be just next. So it's more like a feeling of a goddess, really, and I still think that way.
Oh, it was great, really wonderful, sort of and interesting. He showed me many things that are very helpful and that are very interesting. Only it was too short.
I was very intimidated. When we started the first rehearsal, I felt almost I couldn't even play that Mozart sonata well. I felt, first of all, very awkward that I cannot press my own pedal. So I told Marta that maybe we should play this sonata on two pianos, and then she said, no, that's silly, that's not what Mozart wanted. And then I realized that, of course, she's absolutely right, because once we got used to it, and I got used to be in this position when I have to almost play this way, because you're used to, as a pianist, to distribute your weight evenly, so you're centered with the keyboard. And here you are, sitting next to someone who has been your, goddess, really, musical and pianistical, and she's taking the pedal, and it's not comfortable. But somehow, when we played a few times, what was amazing that she was so accommodating and so kind, the way she is, and she tried to help in every. Oh, you don't like pedal on the trills? I will not take pedal on the trills. So she took out the pedal on the trills, and it made my life much easier for the trills. And somehow it came together so well that I felt today that playing four hands is a fantastic experience.
We only had 1 day and a half, No, not a half. Night after dinner and so. You need something to eat. You don't have anything.
No, I have something.
Did you buy some nuts and this type of thing? You cannot eat that.
Yeah, what nuts? This is relationship with one of the greatest human beings. I felt so grateful.
It's not very much, but we managed to get something together. I mean, I liked it very much today, I must say. Because he was doing incredible things, you know, so beautiful and new things. He didn't do that yesterday. You know, he was really.
Playing with Marta Argerich is an experience of when you are invited to have a conversation where you cannot be mundane, ordinary. You have to keep. She will not let you be one. She will make you better than you are. She will somehow, without unwillingly, pull out of you the best of you. We played the same movement twice, and the encore, it was completely different rubatos. Things were very different. So, and that's how it should be.
It's like, alchemy. Alchemy. It is not something you don't know how it's going to work, and you have a lot of surprises.
Fortunately, probably, we cannot control those things. Imagine if we would exactly know how we will play before, and then we will get exactly what we expected. I would get bored with this profession, probably. This profession never would allow me to be bored as long as I walk on stage. There will be so many surprises, and sometimes good surprises, which makes even more to feel privileged that what we do is important.
Of course, playing with someone else, sharing music is also very different, because you get inspiration also from the other person. What the other person is doing provokes you to do something. Also, there is influences and things like this. It's not the same as if you were playing solo. No, then you are alone with the music, but also, music is also like a person, that's true. Yeah.
Music is like a person.
Yes. In those moments, yes.
It's a very difficult question, but can you say with words, what do you feel in those moments that you feel there's magic? That connectedness to that, music?
Silence. It is something that has to do with silence, although it could seem strange because it is playing, music is playing. But it has something to do with silence. It has something to do with